In this lecture, we will see how to get and set a value using frappe.db.getValue and frappe.db.setValue method. Let's start learning. Let's open VS Code. First, let's see the frappe.db.getValue, and this method is used to fetch values from a document. So we have to pass some parameters here. First one is doc type, then the document name, then the field names. Here I have created a getValue function, and inside this function I am using frappe.db.getValue, and I am fetching values from client-side scripting document, and the document name is pr0012. Then I am fetching two fields from this document, and the fields are first name and age. So here I am using two variables, first name and age, to fetch that values, and I am using a message print function to print that values. So here I am using the message, the parent first name is dash and the age is dash. Let's trigger this function inside a validate event, then comment these lines, save this, then go to client side scripting. Let's see what is inside this 0012 field, and here we can see the first name is Bali and the age is 45. Go to server side script and trigger that method, then click on save button. Here we can see the message, the parent first name is Bali and the age is 45. So we successfully fetched the values using frappe.db.getValue method. Now let's see how to set a value using frappe.db.setValue. So the method is frappe.db.setValue, and we have to pass the doc type name, then the document name, then the fields and the values. Here also I have created one setValue function, and inside this I am using frappe.db.setValue method, and my doc type is client side scripting, then the document name is same, and which is pr0012, and I am adding one value to the age field. So now the age is 45 and I am changing that age to 25. So let's fetch the updated document using frappe.db.getValue method. I am fetching that first name and age from updated pr0012 document. Then I'm printing the new values using the same message print function which we used in previous getValue method. So let's trigger this function inside a validate event, comment these lines, save this, and go to server side scripting doc type, trigger that validate event using save button. And now we can see the message, the parent first name is Bali and the new age is 25. So let's open pr0012 document. Here we can see the age is 45. Let's reload this page, and now it is changed to 25. So this is done by using frappe.db.setValue method. In this lecture, we will discuss two methods, and the first method is frappe.db.exist and the second one is frappe.db.count. The frappe.db.exist is used to check whether the given document is exist or not, and the frappe.db.count is used to count the number of documents present inside a doc type. Let's start learning. Let's open VS Code, and the first method is frappe.db.exist. So this method is used to check whether the given document is exist inside the doc type or not. So here I am triggering that method using a validate event, and here I am checking the document pr0016 is exist inside client side scripting doc type or not. If the document is exist, it will return one message, the document is exist in database, else it will return a message the document does not exist in database. So right now the PR0016 is not available inside client-side scripting doc type. Let's go to client-side scripting, and here we can't see the PR0016 document. Let's go to server-side scripting and trigger that validate event. It shows one error. It's because this line. Let's comment this and save it again. Then click on save again, and now we can see the message the document does not exist in database. So let's change the document name and change to 12, and this one is exist in our database. So let's trigger that validate event again, and now here we can see the message the document is exist in database. So this is how we can check whether the document is exist or not in a specific doc type. Let's comment this. Next, let's see the number of documents present inside a doc type. Here we can use this method frappe db.count to count the number of documents present inside a specific doc type, and we can also add filters inside this method. So here I am fetching the number of enabled documents present inside client-side scripting, and I am using a message print function to print that count. So this will return the count, and in doc.count we can see the count of enabled document. Let's save this, comment these lines, and go to server-side scripting, trigger that method using save button, and here we can see the enabled document count is 9. So we have already seen that enabled document in previous lecture, and here we can see the count of enabled document, and which is 9. From this video we have learned how to check whether the document is exist or not, and the number of document present inside a doc type. In this lecture, we will discuss how to write SQL queries inside a frappe.db.sql method. Let's start learning. We can directly write SQL queries inside a frappe method, and the method is frappe.db.sql. Inside this, we can pass different arguments, and the first one is query. So this is the SQL query, and we can also add different filters inside this query. And if we want to the output as a dictionary, we can use this parameter as dictionary is equal to 1. Let's see how the frappe.db.sql is working. Here I am creating one function, and the function is SQL. Inside that we can call that method frappe.db.sql. Here I am selecting the first name and age from client-side scripting doc type, and here I am also adding one filter, and which is enable is equal to 1. So I am returning that entire thing as a dictionary, so I am using this parameter as dictionary is equal to 1. So this will return the first name and age from enabled client-side scripting doc type. Next I am using a for loop to iterate that dictionary data, and I am printing the parent first name and last name using d dot first name and d dot age. Sorry, I am not using the last name, I am using age. And so now we can see the age is in this position. Let's trigger this SQL function from a validate event and comment these lines. So let's go to server-side scripting and add a new one, then click on enable, save this. Here now we can see the list of enabled documents present inside client-side scripting, and this is the same list which we fetched using frappe.db.getList method. So these are the 9 enabled document present inside this client-side scripting doc type.